goal helps you to improve your ads, but for that you have to have a conversion tracker installed on your website. Here, the name should be written in such a manner so that it will help us to understand for whom the campaign was created, when it was created, and what is the purpose of this campaign. Generally, what people thinks that either the purchase is the conversion or any particular sale is a conversion. Okay, so now let's understand how to create a new search campaign from scratch. So we'll understand this by defining a business category. Let's say the business category is to be a real estate company, right? Now this business is selling a 3 BHK flat and the location will be Navi Mumbai. The flat is ranging from 60 lakhs to 1.2 CR. Now for selling this flat, I have to run a search campaign. So what are the things that I must keep in mind, or what are the various features of search campaigns and how much budget we should set? Like we are going to understand each and everything. Now let's click on new campaign. It will show you this screen, but we'll go click on skip. Now we will choose the objective, as we want an objective that we can have more options and we can customize it according to our ad. So we will select create campaign without a goal guidance. Then which campaign we are creating a search campaign. So we'll select the search. Then as you can see here, now it is showing a column that is for the conversion goals for campaign performance optimization. We'll understand conversion goal in depth afterwards, like what's the relation on this goal in the search campaigns. But for now, let me give you a hint of what conversion goal is. So this goal helps you to improve your ads, but for that you have to have a conversion tracker installed on your website. Then only you can choose this option, or else you cannot. So in short, it's kind of a tracking. So here I'm not using this goal, and let's click on continue. Now as we move forward, it will show us to select the result that you want to get from these campaigns. So we'll select the website visits. Search campaign is basically for increasing the website traffic or the leads or sales objective. So we have to put a website here. Let's take any of the real estate company, that is 3 BHK flats in Mumbai. So here you can see there are different types of businesses. Like let's select this on one. Let's copy the URL. We'll go here and we'll paste it. Then the second box is showing for the phone calls. So we'll put a phone number here. Let's take India and the phone number. Okay, so it's an example, just like if you might be thinking. Now comes the campaign name. Now it will ask you to set a campaign name. Here the name should be written in such a manner so that it will help us to understand for whom the campaign was created, when it was created, and what is the purpose of this campaign. So here I'll write a name according to that only. We are creating a campaign for the E01. And when we are creating this on, let's say 28th January. And what will be the purpose? Like purpose is leads and traffic. So what type of campaign it is? It is a search campaign. Then we'll click on continue. We'll click on start new. So yes, now we got redirected to the page that is for the bidding strategy. So see, before this was used to work differently, but now the bidding has been used less. So if I'll say in simple words, bidding is just like an auction system. Means you're telling Google that I want this output, like for this much amount I'm paying, and or I'm bidding on that keyword, then I want this much result. So the first section that you can see, it is asking for what do you want to focus on. So in this drop down, you can see different types of bidding means. So number one is conversion. So what conversion means, like it can be any action that is taken by consumers. Generally what people thinks that either the purchase is the conversion or any particular sale is a conversion, but like it's not, it's a myth. Like conversion can be an action. If user is going to your website, that can be a conversion. If you are generating a lead, that can also be a conversion, or any action like that you define. So then comes conversion value. Like conversion value helps you in ROAS, return on ad spend. If you are spending 100 rupees on Google Ads, or let's say you are spending 1000 rupees, so you are telling Google to give a return of at least 1500 rupees or 2000 rupees or 3000 rupees, right? So for this purpose, this conversion value is defined. Then comes click. If you want the users to click after viewing your advertisement and redirect him or her to the destination, like the landing page of yours, so then clicks comes in place. Then comes impression share. It's an amazing option of the bidding strategy. But for getting results out of it, you need to have a good budget in comparison to other three types. Now, what is it like? Now, if you will see three options, if you select impression shares, there are three options. So what's the difference in all of them? Let me show you like with example. Like for example, let's search a keyword like 3 BHK flat in Mumbai. So you can see there are various search campaigns with a sponsor label like this. There are at the first there is Eon 1, then sponsored. Like you can see there are 4 ad campaigns that you can see on this result page. And if you will go down below, you will see again you will see the same sponsored label at the end of the result page. Like there are 3 ads that are running over here. So now the question arises, like why the 4th result, that is like here it is written direct by developer.in, why it is not showing on the first, or why it is not showing in the second, and why the first search campaign is not showing on the 4th place. So this happens due to like various factors like impression shares, and this full process is named as ads rank. So this ad rank includes several factors like bidding, and we'll understand each factor as we move further in this course. Now, anywhere of the result page means that Google show your ad of the places on the search results either into the top 4 or at the bottom 3. Now, Google shows in total 7 ads on any of the search result page, 4 at the topmost and 3 at the ending of the result page. So, anywhere on the result option means that it can place your ad on any of the places on the result page. And then comes top of the result page. So top of the result page means like if you will select this and this bidding strategy for the impression share, your ad will be shown on the top 4 ad campaigns that we have like learned. So these are the 4, and it can be like in anywhere, like it on the 2nd place, on the 3rd place, or on the 4th place. And the absolute top, like if you will choose this option, the absolute top is for the 2 ads that are shown here on the result page. Now it shows you how much % impression share you want to target. So I'll suggest you should target 100% only. So we will take 100% impression share to target. So and then you have to set how much cost you want to give for per click. So it is called the CPC bid limit. Like we have to set the maximum CPC bid limit. Now the concern comes that in the option of this absolute top of the results page, that it should be the best to select, or like all the businessmen selects this particular option only. So it's not like that. See, there are multiple factors that involves in this. It can be the ad copy content relevance or the bid you have placed. And as I said, like your bid amount should be high enough, then only your bidding will work. See, every advertiser doesn't have a really good budget. Like by good budget, I mean to say running ads for a longer duration, right? Or for a longer period of time. For an excellent response of your ad, you should try to run it as long as it is in your potential, right? So I will prefer you guys not to run ad for a shorter duration, like 2, 3 or 4 days. At least run your campaign around 15 days. That should be the tenure, like it should be the tenure you should run your ads like for visible results. And with this, Google optimizes with your ads, learn, and then gives you the best response. So your budget should be good, and you should run your ads for a longer duration. Okay, so I hope it's clear now. Now another question arises, like for real estate business category that we are running for, like for that ad, what should be the bid type? So for now, I'll go for the click bid, because our major concern, like our major goal is to gain leads and sales. And for now, I'm not putting any kind of bid limit for the CPC because I haven't finalized the keywords yet. So I'll also prefer you this, without choosing or finalizing your keywords, don't set any bid limit. Now let's continue. Like as you can see, here is another option that is named as customer acquisition. It is as saying this option limits your ads to only new customers regardless of your bid strategy. So ultimately it will only target new customers. So we will not gonna choose this option, and we'll directly click on next. Now we have landed on campaign settings. We have to set our campaign, customize it according to our business category and like the relevance of the audience, where it is, and what is the demographics of that audience. Now the first setting is for networks. It is showing us like Google Search Partners Network and Google Display Networks. So like in short, we call this GSN or GDN, means Google Search Network and Google Display Network. Now what's the meaning of both of them? Let's understand. Like I have searched on the search bar for 3 BHK flats in Navi Mumbai. These campaigns are known as search campaigns or search partners for the Google only. If I talk about the network partners, that you can say that it is like a third party. So what it is like, let's see. So let me search ask.com. Put a keyword for 3 BHK flat in Mumbai. So now as you can see, here are different sponsored ad. Here it is written in small ad, and you can see there are multiple search campaigns that are running here. So Ask is like a third party for Google. It is a third party search network that provides you with for targeting a campaign that is on the that is using a different search engine, or maybe using a different website. Now if I talk about GDN, that is Google Display Network, it is a collection of websites, apps or Google properties where ads can appear. So like YouTube, Gmail, mobile site or apps, various apps. Let me show you with an example. Let's say you want to read news for the day and you search for Times of India. Let's search for Times of India. Let's go to their website. So now as you can see here, it is written in small advertisement. These are called the display ads. So as the Times of India is a display ad partner of Google, it is showing Google ads on their website. So now the question arises that should we include these or not? So see, my recommendation would be like, if your purpose is for branding your company, then you can use them for sure. There is no issue using them, because like here the impression will be great, as it will show your ads on multiple places and it will help them to recall your brand. But now where you shouldn't use them, see, if you are running ads for leads or sales, then don't use these, because what's your purpose here? Like, what is your purpose here? To generate inquiry and to bring sales to the company or client, right? I hope both the things are clear. So as for now, I'm unchecking these options, as we are having a purpose to generate leads for a real estate company. Okay, so now let's understand location. See, this is very crucial part, because if you enter wrong location here, or either you have selected a right location and selected the wrong options, then your advertisement will not show to those set of peoples you want to target. In short, selecting the right target audience is very crucial. Like, or else your ad spending will get totally be flushed out. So now let's understand how to save ourselves from that. So firstly, as you can see, all countries and territory, right? So what it means, it means like, if you want your ads to show all over the country or all over the territory, then you will choose this option. And then comes this specific option, that is enter another location. So what does this mean? This means if you want to target a city, state, or you want to go to target for a pin code wise, or you want to go for region wise, you can select this option. Okay, so now let's take an example and write any city name like Mumbai. So as you can see, here are multiple places of the city it is showing you, that is for Mumbai city, Mumbai suburban, Navi Mumbai, and you can also see the audience reach, how much reach you will get if you target that place. Okay, so it is also showing include. So what does include mean? Include means like you can include this city with the reach of this much, and another is exclude. So exclude means if you want to exclude any specific location or area, so you can do that too. And by nearby means you can target the area surrounding that location, right? Now let's say I want to select Mumbai here, so I'll include it, and as you can see, it has been selected. So now it is showing enter a location to include or exclude. So let's take a location inside Mumbai. Let's take Andheri. Now you can see there are multiple postal codes, Indian postal codes that are in Maharashtra. You can see that. Now if I want to include this, I will click on include, and you can see here. So here I'll suggest you not only to choose the specific location, else you should choose the other locations surrounding the area also. Now you can see there is an option of advanced search. Now what happens in advanced search? Let's understand. So as you can see, it has two options. First is location and second is radius. Okay, so let's write Andheri West, and it will show you the postal code and the pin code of that area. Then we'll click on include. Now as you can see, it is specifically showing you that area and the locations it will be going to show the ads. What it means you can target nearby by postal code also. So now your ads will be shown at this particular location, right? So now I have selected a location, that is here. Why I have selected it, that because I'm not able to choose the radius based targeting option here. Now I will click on radius, and now what I'll do here, I'll select the particular address, place or area. So I'll type Andheri West and then click on continue. from here I can see like in this part of the area, like for 20 miles from that location, it will be going to show our ads. And we can also select like how much in miles or kilometer we have to target the location. Like if I'll select kilometer and I put in 5, I want my ads to run in 5 kilometer of that address. It will show me that area. As you can see here, I will remove this one so that it's more clear. Now there's one more option. When you go on location, you can see here is a button named add locations in bulk. So what does this mean? This means if you want to target 100 or 200 pin codes together, then you can directly copy them and paste them here and target your specific audience that are living at that area. And here, as you can see, it is also showing restrict location within a country. So within a country, you can also choose for the locations that you don't want your ad to show. Let's click on save. And as you can see, there are multiple areas that I have selected within Mumbai, that is for Andheri and everything like. Now let me tell you option that is called as pin mode option. So this is generally used to target that location which is outside the parameter of that selected area. Like if in case I want to show you this, if let's zoom in quite a bit, let's say this is our parameter and we want our, let's select pin mode. And as we'll select pin mode, so see, this was the area that got selected, and outside this parameter we can select this location also. Let's click on this and it's also showing 20 miles around this, and the reach, how much we want to include. So as you can see, it has included full Maharashtra, like a large area. So what I'll do, I'll go here in customize and click on this option. Then I'll set 5 kilometers and then save. So now as you can see, it has also selected this area for the targeting of our ads. So one more thing that's important, and you need to understand that. So one more thing that's important and you need to understand is, like, you have seen the whole method and let's say you have selected the targeted location, and so now the concern arises that if you don't use these two options properly, then what will happen? Your advertisement will not show results, and this setting is used by very few advertisers because they don't know about like how to properly utilize them. Like for example, first it's showing presence or interest, like it is saying the people in, regularly in, or who have shown interest in your included locations. So this means that the location you have targeted, it will show you ads to the people you are living in, who are living in that area or who is traveling to that location, right? You got it? So that people will also see your ads if that user is fitting into that targeted location by anyhow. So that's the first thing. And by interest, what I mean, like I'm sitting here in Delhi and I'm searching for Mumbai, right? So I'll also see ads of Mumbai. Like for example, let me show you. If I'll search 3 BHK flats in Mumbai, so as you can see, it is showing me, I'm living in Delhi and it is showing me ads for Mumbai. Like you can see sponsored label, it is showing me ads for Mumbai. So what ultimately will be, ultimately what it will going to do, it will ultimately going to ruin your ad spending. And as I'm sitting in Delhi or let's say Ahmedabad, but I don't want a flat in Mumbai, but then also I can see ads, does it make any sense? No, right? So you have to make sure of this thing. So secondly, some businesses like if they select interest or present, it will be right for them, and for some business only presence will work, or for some businesses only interest will work. So you have to select according to your business category and what are the product types you are selling. So I hope you got it. So after this, you can see the other option, that is for presence, people in or regularly in your included locations. So this means that the location you are targeting will include only the people who are living at that particular location. So that's the use of presence. Now, so for now, I'll use this option because I want to run ads in that specific local area. So basically it all depends like from where the client wants you to have their customers, right? So I hope you got the location part. Now let's jump on to the languages part. So what does languages do? So as you can see here, it is written, select the languages that your customers speak, right? It means that the language that is spoken by your targeted audience, that we have to select, right? The best part that you can do here is to select all language. Like how can we do this? We just click on this and we'll remove this, or we can just select all language from here and we'll press, it will automatically be shown here only. So the best part that you can do here is to select language, all language. So it's my recommendation. Or else if your customer speaks like Tamil, then it will automatically show ads in Tamil if his or her phone settings is according to that language, right? And by choosing this option, this will allow your campaign to perform at its best, right? So then comes audience segments. So this option is also really crucial. Now it shows you that which type of audience you want to show your advertisement. Now you'll find the 3 type of audience segments here. Let's see what are the 3 types of audience segment. Then there are 3 main segments to consider. Below them are 2 segments that are more like a custom audience, or you can say like an audience for the purpose for retargeting. So we'll understand this later. So first, focus on these first 3 options, like that is detailed targeting, affinity, and in-market segment. So now what's the difference between these 3? So to understand these, who are they? Let's click on who are they. Now you can see it is written parental status, marital status, education, home ownership status, employment. So these all comes under demographics. If I'll select on parental status, you can see it is showing the drop down, and when I click on drop down, I can see there are various types of and categories of parents, like based on their kids' age. So if you want to target parents who have children of age group of, let's suppose, 6 to 12 years, then you can choose parents of primary scholars, right? So here you are targeting parents, not their kids. So after this comes marital status, and in marital status there are 3 segments: single, in a relationship, or married. So try to understand here. What Google do, it reads the user behavior and then collects it. So how it does that? Like what I mean by behavior, you are having a Gmail account, and let's suppose you buy a new mobile phone. It asks you to connect to Wi-Fi, and then it asks you to log in with Gmail. And out of 100% people, 95% sign in with using Gmail only, right? So why it is? Because the Google Play Store asks for Gmail login first, if you have noticed. And now let's suppose if you have logged in and you have gone to the Google Play Store, then you install Swiggy and you fill the information like your location, your name, and everything. Then you install Myntra, then you go on Instagram to log in, Facebook, and other apps that you want to use. So whatever information you are feeding to these apps, Google reads and helps us to target according to that specific demographic. Then under this comes affinity. So if I'll click on affinity, so what does affinity means? it means interest. Like, what's the interest of the audience that you are going to target? And that is also a thing that Google knows, like what you usually search for, where you visit, where you click, and almost everything Google knows. So this option allows you to target according to the interest of your users or customers. So here you can do that too, right? Under affinity, you can also see there are various segments of banking, like banking, finance, beauty, wellness, food and dining. So there are multiple type of interests that you can select what your product, or like if you are giving a service, it is likely to be an interest of that audience you want to target. Then if we see in market segment, it means that specific things that we actively search on Google, or we visit any of the Google search networks of that product. So what will happen? So it is the marketplace of Google, right? It is the market segment, like Google search network. If you go on Amazon or Flipkart, it also shows Google ads, Google display ads. So it is a Google search network, as I told you earlier in the course also. So what is it? It is the market, and this segment, this option allows you to target that market. Now that is best for the purpose of e-commerce domains. If you are having an e-commerce website and if you want to sell a product from your website, then you can select this option. Now the next two options that are here, we'll discuss them further. If I'll give you some hint. So it's a kind of custom audience, means a audience that interacts with your business, and that have been interacted with your business, and you want to target them again and again. Now here it is written data segment and combined segment. So don't get confused, they both are same, and their meaning is same, and their work is also same. Now when we move further, under this we will see targeting settings for this campaign. There are two options, that is targeting and observation. So now if I talk about targeting, specifically for targeting, so let's suppose you will go on keyword research, and how it will give you audience. It will provide you with a narrow audience. But if you select observations, like this observation option, it will not narrow your audience. And remember, both the options affect the bidding. Either it is targeting option or the observation option. So these both options affect your bidding strategy. So you have to remember that. So now the question is that which option should you use? So I'll suggest you that don't narrow down your audience, because if you already have audience, then it is good to go for targeting option, then it makes sense. But if you don't have audience and you want to build them, if you want to build your target audience from scratch, then go for observation option, and this option will provide you with a broader audience. So see, my recommendation will be to go with the observation option. I hope you got it, why I have chosen this option. So now let's meet in the next video with another tip, trick or process. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as the source for your marketing knowledge. If you have any questions, do pin us in the comment section. Stay curious and keep learning.